Oh, yes. For all of you that are having to do something that you don't want to do, yes. I didn't want you to take my sons. I just want you to know that. I wanted you to give me notice of court hearings. I wanted a fair and impartial judiciary. Yes. And I wanted the actual court hearings to be decided because I'm a party to each and every one of the court hearings. Instead, you decided to do what you wanted to do. Now, for all of you that said, well, what I know, don't know, yes. What I don't know doesn't hurt me, yes. What I do know does hurt you. So maybe you'd want to start doing, yes, what you have sworn to do. Oh, because I'm wanting to have you put in prison. Now, you've obstructed my use of the judicial system of the United States for approximately the last 7 years and 9 months. Yes. As I explained in today's email, yes, I have no criminal record. Yes, I didn't commit any domestic violence. Yes, my record was expunged. Pooch. And the marriage certificate was issued from the United Nations. Now, maybe you'd start doing what you don't want to do so I can do what I want to do. Poop. See, I'm documenting that it is a crime to use forgery and fraud. Pooch. It's a crime to not have notice of court hearings. Ooch. It's a requirement of law. Yes, it's in the rules of the court. And when you don't have it, it violates the rights of the party's name. Pooh. Now, I put here the screen prints and the attachments. Yes, it is corruption to refuse to enforce the rules of the court, the requirements of the law, and the rights of citizens. Now, I want custody of my sons. I want you to give them back to me. You took them, yes, without the enforcement, yes, of rules, requirements, and rights. Yeah. And then you decided, right, that you would admit as evidence the fraudulent testimony right now. Who do you think knows the truth about what was really going on? I do. I was the respondent. I want to adopt Marilyn and her kids. Yes. And I've been asking you to allow me to speak to her. Now, I want this to happen today because I want to use not only the courts of this nation, but I want to use the courts in other nations. Now, watch the videos. I make these videos for you there, Sheriff. Read the attachments and remove the fraud of the court and give me my family. Yes. Now, this is a forgery. Oh, do you see the difference in the handwriting? Yes. One of these individuals is lying under oath and has committed the crime of perjury. Now, it is international parental kidnapping for my wife to take my 5 sons from Guam and move to Clallam County, and then you issued a protection order without me having any notice or opportunity to hear what was happening. Yes, so that if there was any lies about what was being said, I could have told the judge, well, that did not happen. Now, you have an obligation, yes, to believe me as the respondent. Instead, you said, oh, because he got arrested, he's crazy. Boom. Now, this dissolution of marriage, yeah, I want you to remove it. Where there's no jurisdiction law. My sons were abducted from the territory of Guam. They made arrangements to purchase 7 plane tickets. Yes, my wife made up a fraudulent statement to the police, right, that I had committed domestic violence and child abuse. Yes, I went through the diversion, right. I did 7 hours of parenting classes. Now, you can see from the expungement order that I included in the email, yes, that the record was expunged. Pooch. Now, I do not have any criminal history. Yes. When you arrested me in 2012, yeah, I was found not guilty, but it was a fraudulent arrest. Yes, it was. Then when you arrested me in 2015, I do not have any criminal record, but it was a false police report. Yes, it was false imprisonment right now, and it was a fraudulent mental health evaluation. Then you arrested me again in 2017. Now, for every time you've arrested me, I want to sue you. Do you understand? The state of Washington did not have jurisdiction of law to be able to dissolve the marriage certificate. Now, this attempt liability for international parental kidnapping, yes, it is actual kidnapping and it's parental kidnapping when you abduct children. Poop. That means my wife's going to prison. Yes. And I want her put in prison. Now, that would mean that I have custody of my five sons because there's this other issue. Yes. This woman is not Legina's mother. As much as Mike wanted to really upset me for using a picture of my own sister, yes, it is international kidnapping and child exploitation. Oh, to adopt a daughter from a foreign nation, yeah, then exploit them, as in adopting and exploiting children is legal in the United States or is not. Exactly who was it that wrote the information in the Rotarian newsletter that said that this individual is Marilyn, that Mike was receiving? See, it's now the wording of what was in the Rotarian newsletter. Who was it in Rotary that agreed with Mike to put those actual words in that newsletter? It's an exploitation. Oh. Now, I wanted Marilyn to contact me. Yes. And I want to reside with her and her children. Ooh. Now, I gave you some links to the 7-7 drive. Yes, you did. And I want my rights enforced. Yes, the rights of my sons and the rights of Marilyn and her kids. Then I want all those victims' resources because of you victimizing. I want the money today. Now, sue and imprison those that commit conspiracy. You have all conspired that your family's way of doing things is what I do not know does not hurt me. Yes, I don't know that you have twins. Ooch. I don't know. I do not know that you're not the actual judge. Pooch. It's your look-alike. Why? I do not know what you've been doing. Yes. And as you would think, well, he doesn't know that we come the money. I want you to know that what I do know does hurt you. Now, as soon as you give me my sons and I'm able to ask Marilyn, yes, do you want to reside together? I will find out everything that you thought I did not know because I will know it. Yes. And once I know what does hurt you, yes, I will use it to hurt you.